We're used to getting most of our food from in here. But what about out here? There's plenty if you know where to look.
Based on the fact that I teach foraging, a lot of people be like, oh, I want to be with you in the apocalypse, like you could save us. And I've always laughed. I'm like, yeah, I'll survive like 6 days longer than everybody else. But now I'm like, hey, I could do this actually.
At the start of April, Cathryn Raan started a new diet.
Everything has to either be foraged or hunted in some fashion. We can eat the garden weeds, nothing that was cultivated for food.
She's taking part in the Wildbiome Project, a citizen science project with over 100 participants across the world. All are eating nothing but hunted and gathered food.
We do a bunch of blood work and gut testing, like hair analysis, nail clippings on the front end and the back end to gauge the impact of forage diets on our health.
The project was started by Monica Wild in the UK, who ate nothing but foraged foods for a year. It aims to explore the health impacts of wild diets. Ron is one of only 2 Americans involved. She's trying it from April through June.
I eat a lot of stinging nettles. I'm going to be eating a lot of dandelions. There's a lot of goat's beard in my yard.
Like her, much of her food has Montana roots.
I grew up in Troy, Montana, like picking huckleberries like any Montana kid.
What started with hucks turned into learning about mushrooms, then weeds, then medicinal properties, and a lifelong passion. She went from farming to teaching foraging with her Missoula business, Wild Wanderers.
I was eating the weeds all the time, and I just couldn't understand why we were spending so much time and energy ripping these plants out of the ground.
Since the project started, it's changed how she thinks about food.
Coming into closer connection with my body and the land.
Foraging takes time, so does processing and cooking wild-caught foods. But she's getting creative.
I made myself a big pot of soup. And I sauteed some stinging nettles and some fried chicken mushrooms and chanterelles.
So far, she's been eating lots of last year's frozen catch. But as spring continues to bloom, foraging will get easier.
That's a pretty small stinging nettle.
She hopes others get into foraging too, but recommends lots of research.
Get to know the plants that will kill you.
Ron is excitedly awaiting the results of the Wildbiome Project. She believes it will back up the benefits she feels from foraging and inspire others.
It's such an empowering and fun thing to widen your lens to the landscape that's around us and feel more sovereignty over your food and your lifestyle and your health.
In Missoula, Caroline Weiss, MTN News.